go ahead and get.
All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you again, Soya and Olive Community Services for having me again. I enjoyed a lot the last sessions that we did on balance. And this time we want to take it a little bit further and talk about the relationship of brain health, balance, and fall prevention. So something that is really, really important nowadays. And I think this is very well attended. I think all of you have a good interest in the topic. As Soya was saying, I just finished my doctorate in health science, and I keep working on chronic conditions, especially cancer survivors right now. But balance is something that is across the board, something really important to work on. So I do have a presentation that I would like to share, if that's okay. It's all ready? Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Excellent. So brain health, balance, and fall prevention is our topic today. Again, my name is Nurys Saldana. I'm a doctor in health science, and I'm also certified personal training with the NSCA. And I've been working in wellness for over, who knows, maybe 25 years. And right now, I'm one of the master trainers at the Claremont Club, but I continue every week. I work balance with my clients and also teaching Tai Chi classes and so forth. So one of the objectives for this class today, it is meant to be very interactive, right? We're going to exercise, we're going to try some things. You can ask questions at the end, as I was saying. And it's something that, we would like to everybody get something out of it. First, we want to understand how physical activity supports brain health. And sometimes it's something that we don't associate, my brain health and balance, do they relate? And also we want to see how improving balance and mobility improves our quality of life. And let's learn some strategies to prevent falls as well. So right now, I think most of us are in a place that we can stand up and hold a chair. For those that can't stand up, if you have a chair and you can stand up, I have a chair. I don't know if you can see it. You can stand on the chair, right? And then those that can stand in the chair, can you lift one foot and hold for 10 seconds? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How did you do?
Good. Good. Good.
Good. Well, you're all warm up from the other class, probably. Very good. Oh, okay, let's switch sides. Try it again. Just standing behind the chair, safety first, right? Or you have something of support. Then stand on the other foot for 10 seconds. See if you can do that. Just lifting your foot, a couple inches from the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Anybody wobbly?
Yes.
Yes. Uh-huh. But that's okay. That's where we start. But the great thing, balance is not being stiff, right? And standing is being able to negotiate those shifts in the weight and your body able to regain control of that balance and back to alignment. And that's important.
Both the legs are not the same,
Your legs are not the same?
like one can stand more than the other one. Like,
Yes, and that's why it's a great idea to try bilateral training, as we call it, one leg at a time. So we can see that those differences, if there's a muscle imbalance or a difference, and then we can address each part independently. But I have an icebreaker. So what is one physical activity you enjoy, or maybe you would like to try that requires balance? You can either put it on the chat or you can share. Right now, is there any physical activity that you enjoy that requires balance? Anybody?
I'm driving, so I cannot do that much. But I enjoy playing the table tennis, the ping pong.
Oh, there you go. Yes, that's weight shifting, stop and go,
Like you were,
Concentrate,
positions on the go.
concentrate on the ball, the activity when the ball moves, so that's how your brain is very active at that time. You have to
Oh,
concentrate on
yes.
so
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I
Ping
enjoy
pong.
that.
Yes,
Standing
very
up,
good.
standing up by the sink, brushing your teeth.
you don't
That's your
go out.
physical activity?
Yeah.
No, reaching
I
out
Yes,
try to
to
do it on, I try to do it on
reaching,
one foot.
reaching
yes. So
out to
that's a great opportunity to do single leg balance. I think Ismet wanted to say something.
yeah, reaching out to something on the top shelf, and you have to go up on one, sometimes on one foot, to reach out and get that thing. That is when
Yes,
you need.
so that's a situation or a task that requires balance. You're probably in your tippy toes or reaching all
Yes,
the way up. But we're talking about a physical activity that
or
you do.
physical
Let's
activity.
say maybe you go out for walks, or hiking, dancing,
Yoga.
Yoga is a physical activity that requires balance, especially stability. Yes. Gardening. Any other physical activities that you guys practice, or maybe that you would like to engage in or on?
Any kind of dance movement, longevity sticks, any kind of exercise, I think you need balance.
Mhm. Yes, so all these physical activities required, some weight shifting, some coordination, some strength, like the ping pong shifting. Now it's very popular, the pickleball, or line dancing. All those required balance. So there's many things in our daily life that, like she was saying, reaching up to putting things on a shelf or take down, that requires balance on a daily basis, right? And if we don't work on our balance, then we increase our risk of fall. So hello, one of what are the common reasons why we fall? And falling is very complex. It's not just one thing. Many things are involved in why we can fall. Sometimes it's poor balance or coordination, or reaction time. If we trip, can we take multiple steps and regain our balance, right? Sometimes impaired vision.
Getting off the bed too fast.
Yes, yes, that could be, yes. Impaired vision, walking, and your gait is different as we age, and our posture changes. All those things can really modify the way we walk. If we start hunching forward, our head is going forward, and our posture changes, that can make us more prone to fall. And then, like you were saying, getting up from the bed really fast, slower reaction time, right? Or maybe we have vertigo. Our inner ear cannot adjust fast enough to these changes, right? And then cognitive decline also, as we
Yes,
age
if you have a
sometimes.
bad knee, if you have a bad knee, then of course that also causes some, cause for fall. If you can fall or lose your balance.
Yes, we fall. You change the way you walk or your posture because you're protecting one side or in the other. All those things can be reasons that can increase our risk of falling. Environmental hazards, clutter, Legos, toys, rocks, things in the way, if you're negotiating spaces that we're not familiar with, that can have some fall risk things. So there's many things that can get involved. Sometimes medications also affect our balance. Many things, our blood pressure adjustment if we get up too fast. So many factors. So falling is a complex, multifactorial phenomenon. And it's not this easy explanation for everyone, right? Everybody has a different set of things that can affect our balance. But one thing that we know is that physical activity can improve our brain health. Physical activity supports our thinking, learning, our memory, and emotional balance. And at any age, we can benefit from exercising, right? Like they were saying, ping pong. That's a physical activity that requires thinking, you know, and it will allow.
Basketball.
One more time?
Playing basketball.
Playing basketball. Wow, you play basketball? That's great.
My grandkids sometime.
Yes, that requires eye-hand coordination, right? Pivoting, all those things that require balance. Yes, and that's really important. And physical activity supports brain health, and recognizing that connection between balance and cognition can allow us to help learn some strategies to reduce our fall risk, right? And physical activity helps us improve our memory, our thinking skills, problem solving, our executive function, right? Making decisions, making a plan, right? All those things are very important. And the research shows that even short bouts of physical activity can immediately enhance your brain function. So that's something really great. Sometimes we have to work in balance for a little bit until we see a difference, but exercise can immediately help your brain. For example, if you might be very anxious about something and then you participate in a physical activity, maybe a yoga, or you play your ping pong, and all of a sudden your blood pressure is down, you feel better, the endorphins kick in, and immediately we can see some significant effects in our brain that eventually can also help improve a lot on our balance and coordination. Yes. This is what I was saying, that brain health benefits can begin immediately after a single session of moderate physical activity. And that's something important, moderate. Some interval training, your heart rate has to go up. If it's something that is really low impact, you might not see as much improvement in your balance or in your brain health. We want something in the exercise that will challenge us according to our fitness level, but that is something that, challenge our cardiovascular fitness, gets our heart rate up, we're breaking a sweat, right? And really helps us improve in that way faster. Yes. Right. Exercises, for example, is the picture of water aerobics. Anybody does any water exercise? Goes in the pool? Doesn't have to be necessarily a class, but just swimming or going into the pool to march or squat. All those type of exercises are very beneficial, for balance and also support emotional balance. One of the things when we are concerned about our balance is that we lose our confidence, sometimes in our gait. And we start changing the way we walk. We might spread our legs out more, right? Or take shorter steps or hold to everything. As I call furniture walking, I'm holding to everything and because I'm not confident enough to maintain my balance as I'm walking. So engaging in physical activity can really help us regain that confidence in our balance and reduce that anxiety of falling as well. Physical activity and cognitive protection. And it's proven that there's a lot of research, I should say, on how cognitive decline and dementia, including Alzheimer's disease, can benefit from regular physical activity. For example, many years ago in Japan, this is the first time I saw it, they have this group of classes for seniors. They go to like a big court, maybe like a basketball court, and they start walking in a circle, and the instructor is telling them, okay, now speed it up or then slow down. But they are doing it with a partner. And that partner, they're doing some tasks that involve cognition, right? And we're going to try one of them now. So we're going to start moving. So right there where you are, first we're going to do some sit to stand. If you have a chair, sitting on a chair and standing, and we're just going to do it 4 times, 30 seconds. So you can work at your own pace. No race, right? Sit to stand from a chair for 30 seconds. And then we're going to do some marches, right? So those who are ready, Let's start standing up from a chair and down for 30 seconds. We start now. I'm putting the clock. All right. Make sure you breathe. Make sure your knees are okay. Right. As you go up and down. All right. You're doing great. 10 seconds more. All right. Good. I see a couple of people. Yes. Very good, Ellen.
Done it.
Yes. And yes. Who else? Sayada, I think. And Ismet. Good job. And stop. Very good.
About 30 seconds.
30 seconds. That's where long 30 seconds, right? Now, we're going to do another 30 seconds marching in place. High knees as high as you can control it, starting with your feet shoulder width apart. But we're going to count backwards from 100 to 1 every 3. So, for example, I'm marching 100, 97, 94, 91, 88, right?
Why
Let's
don't
see.
we go from 1 to 100? That counting will be different.
But that's part of the cognitive thinking that we want to do. And this is the things that we were doing there in Japan. And they saw fantastic results of people that some of them were even already diagnosed with dementia or Alzheimer's. And the social interaction of the class, the cardiovascular fitness, the exercise, and then integrating something using your brain at the same time that you're exercising. Incredible results in improving cognition and balance, right? So just 30 seconds. If you want to go from 1 to 100 every 3, you can do it, Ismet. That's fine.
Let's do the way you want us to do.
Yes, just try. So we're marching for 30 seconds, high knees, right? You're standing up. And then at the same time, you're
Standing up or sitting on the chair, no?
You're standing up marching.
Standing up marching, sorry.
Yes, for 30 seconds. And you can go 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, right? 18. Just keep counting every 3. Right? Are we doing?
I don't know where I
Are you
reached.
counting still?
I'm not counting, but when
Oh, man.
when you say stop, I'll stop.
Yes. Yes, and you can say them out loud. You can count, keeping count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Did you make it?
Yes.
Were
Yes,
you able to count every 3?
I did understand by saying when you said every 3.
So every 3 numbers. So if I start at 100 and I go backwards, 97, 96, every 3 numbers back. So I have to think, right? I have to use some executive function to plan and calculate.
It's
this.
best to go by 93, 99, 96, 93. So you have a strategy there.
Yes, yes. So you can pick anything. Maybe it's just doing simple math. So they saw that a great improvement when you start using your brain at the same time that you are doing exercise. In this case of this research in Japan was doing interval walking, right? So maybe they're going really fast walking one lap, and then the other lap is just slow walking, but they're still doing some brain task as they're doing it. And it's something that we normally don't do as part of our exercise, but they see fantastic results of including physical activity and some cognition, some brain exercises, right? So that could be a homework, right, for you guys.
Good.
It can be any counting, really. Like, you see,
Yes, that was an example of every 3. You can just count 1 to 100 regularly, maybe every 2, right? You can put anything, maybe doing your your multiplication tables. Think of something that will include some thinking. Maybe naming fruits, right? Yeah, so you can do, or naming small animals. You can put any, criteria there, but you have to think, right?
Like we have a rosary, I'm calling it a rosary, we call it a tasbih, which we have it in our hand while walking, and
Could
we
be.
recite the names of God or anything like some prayer,
Remembrance. Yeah.
while while we're walking.
Adoration.
Yes, that great activity. Yes. And then you can do it with a partner and they're keeping you accountable, right? That you're
Yeah.
saying it correctly and stuff. And then you keep your friend accountable when it's their turn to say a list of things, for example. Right? There are other things that can really improve our balance and decrease our risk of falling. And we all know, like we were doing earlier, just standing with one foot, that's, single leg balance, just standing still. But balance is a lot more complex. And functional balance should include dynamic balance exercises. When we are moving, gardening, cleaning the house, doing any task, functional, reaching up for shelves and stuff, uh, just standing in one leg cannot benefit all those functions that we do. So dynamic balance is really important to include in your balance training. Balance has many components: your vision, your skeletal muscle, your inner ear, vestibular system. And so if we do activities that integrate all these systems, those are a lot more productive. You can see benefits faster and improve faster in your balance. So dynamic balance exercises, we can stand up again. And one of them, we're going to try like 3 or 4, is single leg raises. There's a picture there. Notice that she's holding on to something, a bar or a chair. You always want safety first, or a wall next to you, and for support. And you're going to stand straight, keeping a good posture. I always said, imagine there's like a puppet, a string pulling you up from the crown of your head, and you have good alignment in your spine. And then slowly lift your foot about an inch or two above the ground without bending your knees. Okay, and the other foot, the support foot, is firmly planted, your weight on your heel on the ground. Okay, and then you can hold for 10 seconds, right? And just holding it. And another thing you can do is after you do that and hold it for 10 seconds, you can swing your leg, right? Up and down 10 times. Swing your leg. And as you move your leg away from that midline, it's going to challenge the stability of that support leg. All right, 10 times. And then switch to the other side. We're shifting the weight to the other leg and lifting the leg like you see in the picture, holding it for 10 seconds, and then swinging the leg 10 times. Are you trying it?
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
Very good, Ellen. Now,
Yeah,
once you have 10 seconds, then swing your leg 10 times. Up and down. You have a chair for safety. You're not supposed to really hold really tight on it. Try to let your balance, regain stability on its own. Have a finger or two. All right. And once you do 10 leg swings, you can stop. Another way to make this even better is that support leg. You lift the heel, kind of pressing your calf, contracting your calf. And
go on your toes.
so on the support leg, you lift the heel.
Yeah, and then go on the toes.
Yes, and on your ball of your feet. Right? And then swing the leg. That's making it even more challenging now, right? Yes, and then you hold it and swing it. You can 10 times, great, 5 times, that's okay. And that's another way we're integrating you know, your muscle groups. Now, like everything, safety first. You feel any knee pain or something, this might not be a way to start an exercise. We can work on other things before. The next one, it's like balance beam walking or tandem walking, walking heel to toe. And can you see your imagination that you're actually like in a balance, like a circus, and pretending you're walking on a tightrope or something. And this exercise engages the core muscles as well as strengthens your calf muscles. And you want to take a step forward by putting your right foot in front of your left foot, heel and toe, right? And slowly shift your weight to the right foot as you step forward. And you're doing tandem walking. Ideally, you want to take 20 steps, but I know that you might be in a limited space. So 3 or 4 steps forward and then back in tandem walking. See if you can walk in a straight line. 2 a.m. on the freeway, as we said. All right, so try to take about 3 tandem. There's a picture of how foot, the heel and toe, all right? If that's too challenging, you can do halfway of the foot, what we call semi-tandem. And take about 3 steps forward or 4 and then back in tandem walking. So what we're doing, our base of support with our feet shoulder width apart, we make it really narrow, now in a straight line, and that challenges our stability. Again, you can have a chair or the wall next to you for support. And that's tandem walking. Anybody try it?
You
Fine.
Yes. Was that challenging?
slowly shift you.
Yes. So let's continue. Then we were saying that integrating many of the components of balance, that's making it more functional. So let's start in that tandem walking, one foot in front of the other. I have the chair next to me. All right. And then see if you can put your hands across your chest. And then just hold that tandem stance for 10 seconds. Yeah, it might be a little bit challenging. Sometimes shifting the weight to the back leg, about 60% of your weight in the back leg is better. Soft knees, weight on your heels. And now if it feels okay, close your eyes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes and switch the other foot forward. How was that when you close your eyes?
No, it was not easy.
I staggered a little bit. I fell off a little bit.
Yes, we gather so much information to give to our brain from the vision, right? But then we can strengthen other senses, proprioception, when we take the vision out. So we're going to try taking it a step further. We're challenging our base of support in a tandem stance. Then we're going to close our eyes and then try to move your head right and left with the eyes closed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And open your eyes. How was that now?
Not bad.
Not bad. Really challenging now.
I thought it was challenging.
Yeah, so now we're challenging our base of support. We're taking the vision out, and now we're adding the vestibular system, moving our head side to side. If it makes you dizzy or vertigo, then we have to regress some of the exercises because we don't want to flare up any vertigo, right? But this is telling you your vestibular system might need some conditioning, or there might be other things affecting it. So this is a way that we can make the balance exercises more functional for us because we're integrating, challenging the base of support with the leg strength. We're taking vision out, vestibular system, all right? And with eyes open, if we add, let's say, tossing a ball up and down, following it with our eyes, So eye tracking, vestibular system, eye-hand coordination, narrow base of support, and balancing, that will increase our balance challenge and make it more functional. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yes. And those are more effective. That doesn't mean don't do the standing single leg for 10 seconds or 20 seconds, but that will challenge more of the balance components. We have one more, rock the boat. You have a picture there, and you can also use a chair for support. We're standing facing forwards, but we're going to kind of tilt side to side, you know, and we're gonna hold 10 seconds and then move to the other side and hold 10 seconds. Make sense?
Now, how is
Or
So you're gonna
gently
stand
lift,
up
gently lift your right
and
leg
close my face, so
to the
you never see
side
my feet. But if I
while
do this way, 10 seconds, and then I switch, I'm switching side to side, right? Rocking the boat. Hold for 10 seconds and then switch over to the other side. 10 seconds and switch, right? And you have your chair for support. So a single leg balance, and I said, take the one leg away from the midline. That's going to challenge my stability, and then switch to the other side.
Are we raising one foot?
One more time.
Are we raising one foot when we are balanced, going side to side?
Yes, just like the picture. But you cannot see my feet. Let me see if I can do that. So out, side to side. Woohoo. Yes. Hold 10 seconds, and then switch, hold 10 seconds. These are my feet up. Yes.
you can't do this without touching the chair.
That's fine. That's where you start. And then as you keep practicing, you might need it less and less. But this is a way to weight shifting and your receptors that we have in our joints, inner ear, everything is going to help you regain balance.
This
Right?
is really fun exercise.
Yes, it can be soothing too.
Uh-huh.
Yes, but you're really challenging your stability in a more functional way. And then if you close your eyes, even more challenging, right? For your balance. And that's rock the boat. All right?
How
Right.
do we rock the boat?
Rock the
rock
boat.
the boat, rock the boat.
Yes, like the sound, rock the boat. And so there's many type of activities can boost our brain, and cognition. As we were saying, like brisk walking, swimming, dancing, choreography, things that we have to move and engage the cognitive function. Those are really, really important exercises to include for fall prevention. Household chores, depending. Here's a picture of someone doing pickleball, right? And that's very popular. Also, a lot of people getting hurt, but because, sometimes the balance is not there yet and they try to go for risky moves. But it's a great exercise to start moving, shifting your weight, making decisions, stop and go, acceleration. You have to plan a play. So those are great exercises. One of the last research about best exercises for seniors and for fall prevention, they said tennis, right? All despicable for those same reasons, right? But balance involves the brain, your muscles, your vision, the inner ear, all of them working together. So again, the functional exercises for balance that include all these components are great. We tried already the semi-tandem or tandem stance.
Close your
You close
eyes.
your eyes and you move in your head side to side or up and down. That's going to engage our vestibular system. You can also use a chronometer. They have it free, can download it or even on YouTube or whatever. And it has like a rhythm. This might be like 100 beats. And then you start moving your head at that beat.
What is it called?
This is to train your vestibular system.
Oh,
And any beat, cadence, when you're doing like group exercise classes, the rhythm can be fast, like 120
yeah,
beats per minute
yeah,
or 180, so
yeah.
that rhythm. So you can choose ideal at 100 and move your head side to side at that cadence.
How do we do this exercise, which is given in the picture?
You don't.
Okay.
No. Well, the one that's in the description, yes, not the picture.
They show
Uh,
you how to
you
balance
can
it.
semi-tandem stance and move your head side to side, right? And then close your eyes. And semi-tandem, instead of one foot in front of the other, is halfway. Feet together, and then one is halfway forward than the other. That's semi-tandem. And then moving your head side to side. So you're challenging again your base of support. We did this already. And when you take your vision out and then say no and saying yes, you have to tilt your head and move your head. Those are like the two ways. Start challenging your vestibular system. Okay. And there's research that poor balance is associated with lower cognitive performance in older adults. They've seen this correlation, right? And that's why training balance matters, fall prevention, but also improves your cognition. It strengthens your neural pathways that support your movement and your cognition. So it's like a twofer, right? You get both benefits of doing so. Effective balance exercises and activities. One very popular, you might have heard of it, is Tai Chi. Qigong, right? Lowers blood pressure, strengthens the immune system, um, reduces anxiety, depression, relieves chronic pain, which is another thing that sometimes we don't move and don't engage in activities that involve balance or multiple senses because we are in pain. My back hurts or I have knee pain, and then we become more sedentary. But these exercises that are gentle and easy might be a good way to start improving your fitness level and still participate in activities that can greatly improve your balance and reduce your chronic pain and improve your health and your strength. Balance training. And Tai Chi enhances your balance, improves your coordination, increases your flexibility, reduces mental fatigue. And all these things can really affect our balance, right? So engaging in those activities. Maybe you don't Tai Chi, maybe it's a yoga class, Pilates, strength training, just weight training that you can include balance training with them, adding foam pads, light weights. All those are great exercises, formats to improve your balance. Very
How, Pilates is okay for seniors?
Yes. There's many modalities of Pilates. There's Pilates on the reformer. There's many apparatus that they use. And it's according to your fitness level. So yes, Pilates is for everyone. You just have to try the best class. And there's also mat Pilates, that you do on the floor. And they use a lot of props. It's a great way to strengthen your core and work on core strength and stability, back pain, and many others. Pilates is also used a lot in physical therapy for a lot of injury rehab. So it's done, with the proper instructor at the right intensity. It's a very, very convenient exercise to include. And now it's the beginning of the year. Everybody's at the gym, New Year resolutions, and, good opportunity to try something new. At any point, even though our cognition brain cells, we lose them because we're not that active training our brain. As you engage in these activities, you can regain those abilities and create new neural pathways. You can always learn something new and create, that brain function ability. So including any type of those practices and many others that are, like we said, gives us better balance. The motions of Tai Chi and the practice can build your core, reduce your risk of fall. It can improve your coordination, which is very important, the reaction time. Tai Chi and other exercises based on Qigong require you to move all your body in a coordinated, purposeful way, right? Any activity that includes that type of exercise is very beneficial. Also, it can help increase your flexibility in the stances, stretching, rotation, right? Enhance your immune system and cardiovascular health and endurance. Sometimes early in the morning, we're great and we're upright, but then by 3 o'clock or so, we're walking this way, right? We're tired and fatigued, and then we can't support our core strength, right? And then we start moving less. So, and then, like I said, if we have some joint pain or past injuries we're recovering from, or that are coming back, we have some chronic pain. This gentle movement can really reduce inflammation and, arthritis, related, pain, fibromyalgia, all this can be very beneficial. So the main thing is to start moving. But also safety first, things to consider. Wear the appropriate support shoes for the activity you're doing. Use support when needed. Maybe you need a walker to start, or a cane, or a wall, a chair to hold on to. And if you feel very unsteady or dizzy, stop and then maybe modify that activity to a level that you can be successfully improving. So begin slowly, in the right progression is important, and dress appropriately for what you have. If you're, in a very hot climate, dress appropriately, hydrate, right? Listen to your body. If you're not ready, your body can tell you that it's not ready for it, right? And you can modify the activities, but the main thing is keep moving
See.
safely. And make sure that you're using the proper form and equipment, right? Maybe a trainer can help you. At home, we also can make sure that we have a low risk of falls. Many of the falls occur at home. We need to remove some clutter or improve lighting. And maybe we need grab bars, the restroom or something. You can modify all those things to make it safe as you engage in exercise and reduce your risk of falling. I do have Soya. I don't know if I can put it on the chat. Maybe I can try it later. But I do have an exercise log that you can use and just write what the activities you did that day. And then you can see a whole picture of your week. Okay, how active I am during the week, what activities I'm engaging on, or I'm making time to work on my balance. 5-10 minutes a day of balance training can really greatly improve your balance and reduce dramatically your risk of falling if you're in a susceptible category. Sleep well is one. Recovery, all those things are important for a safety lifestyle tip, to really engage in an exercise that is something that you're going to adhere to regularly, right? Some medications, if we take more than 3 or 4 medications, that can also make us more at risk of falling because it can affect our proprioception, makes us dizzy. So you want to also consider those things. And then also, 3 suggestions. You can work out at home if you don't have a gym or part of a club or YMCA, whatever, that you participate and be active. You can do it at home. So practice every day, balance exercises, maybe some of the ones that we shared today, and combine movement with thinking task, like we were doing counting, right? But you can name things, as I said, or name movies or actors, or you can, or songs, just anything that is getting your brain to think, as at the same time that you're doing exercise, and that's the key, right? And then also choose activities that you enjoy, right? Because some people, I don't like the treadmill, right? But you will walk outdoors, right? Or you prefer the pool or the ping pong. It is something that, oh yeah, I'm ready for ping pong every day if I want to, right? So choose an activity that you enjoy, and maybe that you can also enjoy with friends to keep you accountable, and the social interaction is really important to include. And as you're more active, that should improve your balance as well. So any questions right now?
Like, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Well, we don't do much. If you don't do all these exercises, like, all the exercises that you, Chua,
Can you throw this on the plants?
Hello?
I'm sorry.
am I audible? Can you hear me?
Sorry, go
If you
ahead.
can mute one more time, Miss Smith. I'm sorry.
I said we are, throughout the day, we are, as a housewife, I'm just saying that throughout the day, we are on our feet doing something or the other. But why isn't that considered to be an exercise? Whereas with those exercises, we combine the brain and the physical as well as the mental. But why isn't that considered taken as an exercise? Why have we to go out to a gym or for a walk or do something other than that?
No, you don't necessarily have to do these exercises at a gym. You can do them at home.
I
right?
know, but what we do at home, suppose washing dishes, cleaning the place, mopping, ironing, making your
Yeah.
bed. All
Oh,
those
okay,
are
okay. I get it
exercises.
now. So yes, it is physical activity.
Yeah.
So you're active, you're moving, but not necessarily is conditioning, because you're kind of maybe used to doing that, but not necessarily your cardiovascular fitness is going to improve by doing chores at home, right? So that's one way. Or not necessarily your core is improving for your back pain. So targeted exercise, like a good exercise prescription for balance or back pain or core strength, those are the conditioning that actually you have a goal to improve some fitness
We can do
component
some stretches.
versus
We
being
can.
active. Yeah, you can go up and down stairs, this and that, and then you don't lose any weight. Your endurance doesn't improve because it's physical activity, but not conditioning exercise.
Mhm.
So
Our prayers is a form of exercise too. It helps us.
one more time.
Our prayers, the way we pray, down up, that's a form of exercise. They say it helps too. It helps with your functioning, everything else.
Yes. So don't stop doing those chores and
No.
prayers and stuff, right?
Continue
But
that.
if you can add, if you have a goal to improve, let's say your balance, let's say you struggle with the standing in tandem, and you close your eyes and whoop, right? So maybe that's one component that you can keep working on to improve. You gather all this information from your vision, so you're training your vision. Or when you're moving your head and you're training your vestibular system to be more resilient. So when you get up from a chair all of a sudden, or get up and change direction, you're not
Falling.
Off balance.
falling over or losing balance. So those are more targeted exercises that you can, maybe you're gardening every day, but you still have this struggle in this area.
Right.
So one is physical activity and the other one is conditioning exercise. So you want to make sure you have a balance.
Balance. Thank you so much.
And
I
I have
Uh,
I've forgotten which exercise you did. We did with the counting backwards, but what were the
we were marching in place with
marching?
high
Thank
knees.
you.
Yes.
I wasn't taking notes. I thought, oh, I'll remember all this. No.
Yes. So marching in place, high knees, and then a mental task. In that
Yes.
sense, with counting. But you can add any other mental activity to start challenging your cognitive sense.
Thank you.
Very good advices. I appreciate them. I'll try some of them.
Thank you. Nisha.
I have the request that to Zoya that we can just like we arrange for Neelam to come in person, we can have her come in person and do the presentation what she did today.
Yes,
So that
Inet, send me a couple dates, but those dates I was not able. But yes, that's the goal of going to Irvine and
Anaheim.
Melinda. I don't
Or
know where.
to Irvine, or I only can do the ones online at home. I don't move, I can't travel, I don't have a car, and I don't go anywhere.
But Anaheim
Yes,
would love to
but
have you.
it will be a lot of fun if we can try all this
Yeah.
together. There's many.
that's true. That's true.
Right. I
Thank
have
you.
another one to finish up that to train your brain, and maybe you can add it. So if you can, one hand, you have bunny ears,
Mhm.
and the other hand, you're the hunter, right? So my one hand, the bunny ears are facing forward. My palm is facing forward, and the hunter, the gun here, is facing you. Then switch. And switch again. And switch. Do it again. Do it again.
You have to work on
And
that.
switch. And one more.
That's a
And
good one.
switch.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Good one.
All right. And try to do it 10 times. The hunter and the bunny.
Consecutively.
That's
Okay,
a,
that's right.
that's a good one. I like
That's a
that.
good one.
And we have many exercises because the hands are your second brain. We call it the second brain. And when
Yeah.
we start doing things with the hands in
And do all, and they say
coordination,
to do
you
this, all
really
these
have to
things,
use your
to do
cognition. Then
this, yeah.
imagine doing this as you're walking or marching,
Right. Yeah, that's
right?
combining
So
both.
now
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
another way to combine your
Combine
cognition
both. Yes,
in
yes, yes.
marching or walking in
Yes.
place.
Yes.
Or it could be it's another one very fun is marching and do rock, paper, scissors, right? Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Paper.
Oh,
Rock, paper, scissors.
Scissors.
rock.
You met scissors.
Yeah,
No.
I know.
So you see, you're integrating things. It should be fun too.
Yeah.
And as you're moving, and of course, this is very new, maybe for some of you, but as you do it regularly, you can see, oh, now I have better coordination.
I don't know, but I can't see my own self over here so that I know whether I'm doing it correctly or not. Okay.
I see.
Rock?
We see you, Ismail.
True, Ismet.
So yes, I would love to go in person and we can try this and many other very fun exercises that improve our brain health and therefore improve our balance and reduce our risk of falling. So thank you for letting me share today.
Thank you very
And,
much. Very
so,
interesting.
yeah, if you have any questions.
Thank you so much. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Nurys.
Thank you.
I'm saying it right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Olive Community Services is a 501c3 nonprofit organization based in Southern California that provides culturally appropriate services to seniors, their family, and the community. Through its physical and virtual interactive programs, Olive engages participants in a variety of ways that promotes health and well-being. To learn more about Olive Community Services, to get involved, or to make a donation, please visit www.olivecs.org or email info@olivecs.org. Be a change maker, and together, let's live, learn, and thrive.